Good evening, everyone. Everyone is here. So just we will try the voice check with Olexiy, who is our guest Sahaja. Olexiy, hi
Hello,
Olexiy.
good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you and good evening to us.
Good evening to you. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I can hear your voice.
All right. All right. So
Okay.
then we can start in several minutes.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, see you soon. We will start our meeting starts, as you know, at 9:15, but till everyone comes, it takes a little time, like maximum 9:17, we will be going to start from the meeting.
All right.
Okay, wonderful.
See you soon.
Some reason I hear your voice a little lower. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. Can you say a few words, Olexiy?
Yes. Do you hear me better now?
Yeah, this is better now. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay.
Oh,
Okay then. Yeah, see you. See you soon in a few minutes.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, so we have Sangita, Sarita, Richard, so some other social friends, but we will have more, of course, we will have more friends who will be joining the meeting. And please be with us, everyone, and we will start around 9:17. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Shanai is here. Welcome to Sahaja Yoga Evening Collective Meditation. And so, since more than 1 month, it became like a tradition. Every Tuesday, we are inviting all the time the guest Sahaj yogis who has many years, who has experience in Sahaj Yoga. And also we are inviting them with their music that they can help for us in our meditation with their music. And today, our special guest is from Czech Republic. So, his name is Olexiy, and Olexiy Shevchenko. And so, of course, for him, will be morning meditation, for us, evening meditation. And today, he will be leading the meditation. So I requested him, he accepted. He will be leading today's meditation, collective meditation. And also towards the end of our meditation, as we always do it, to go more silent, more deep, having deep meditation with the music. So he will be helping us with his music, and he will be playing guitar after he lead the meditation. And then also he will play some more music for us that hopefully you will all enjoy. And before we start for the meditation, I would like to give a brief intro about Oleksiy, and then after that I will give it to him. So Oleksiy Shevchenko was born. I have a little introduction on my paper I would like to read. Oleksiy Shevchenko was born in Ukraine. Originally, he is from Ukraine. From the very childhood, he had a clear intuitive feeling that we are much more than what we are. There exists something much more than what we know. So he has got second birth, which is the self-realization, in 98, exactly 22 years ago in November. Almost immediately after self-realization, in the hometown, he left Kiev, the capital city, for studying business administration and graduated in Vienna. So during studies, he was exploring Sahaja Yoga and himself, and he joined a very nice collectivity, deep collectivity of Sahaja Yogis where they live in Kiev city. In 2001, he visited US for the cultural exchange program when was working as an international camp counselor in YMCA. In this camp, was requested by the management to conduct yoga classes for the children. His first experience of independent Sahaja yoga classes conducted by him and with their friends. Some miracle has happened during one of such programs, and this miracles tonight we will listen from him. At the end of the stay in US, he spent 1 month in New Jersey. So he left New York around 2001. So later on, he took active part in Kiev Mozart Society Magic Flute. According to mass media at that time, it was the only organization in Ukraine that time which spread cultural, intellectual, and spiritual values among the varied segments of the population in truly direct and selfless manner. Parallel with that, supported as lecturer and bard musician multiple schools and courses of Sahaja Yoga around Ukraine, took part in a big number of the courses of Sahaja Yoga at Kiev City Health Center. Not long after completing studying in Vienna, got married and moved to Czech Republic, where he lives till now and together with his wife raises up 2 kids. So he is Chief Business Development Officer in ecological cladding solutions producer company right now. I think my video is stopped. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, okay. So after this little introduction about Olexiy Shevchenko, and I would like to welcome again. Good morning, Olexiy.
Good morning, everybody, or good evening to you, to be exact. I'm happy to be back to US, even in this virtual format. And thank you, Shania, for such a detailed introduction about me. And I would like to start with meditation, and then we can speak more. You can ask questions. I can tell in more details if there will be something interesting to you. And let's just prepare for this, our wonderful meeting with meditation. And for you, let's make this day really end beautifully in centered meditative state. And like this, myself, I will start my own day. So Shania has told me that you already know something about Sahaja yoga, and that's why I won't go into the basic details about Sahaja yoga. So we can start with our meditation straight away, and let's, in the beginning, like probably you do as well, Shania, isn't it? So you do Bandhan in the beginning, is it right?
Yes, correct.
All right, let's do Bandhan all together. We can do it together, simultaneously. So we really would be like one in this meditation. Now let's take Bandhan all together. Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Nabi, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Agya, and Sahasrara. So during one of my stays in India for a short time, we were traveling around the beautiful Maharashtra countryside, and by local Sahaja yogis we were shown different places that had some historical and vibrational value, and we saw also some temples, smaller and bigger ones, but in front, I think all of them, there was some usually bronze turtle. And after seeing it already so many times, I have asked our guide, what does it mean? Why is this turtle at the entrance of every temple? And really his answer was really insightful to me. He said that it has great significance in the sense that it is a reminder to everyone who enters this temple that, similar to the turtle, he has to bring inside all of his senses, all of his attention from the material world towards his spirit. like turtle does by just moving inside under the shell her limbs. So let's draw inside of ourselves our attention from the outer things. Let's just feel the silence inside of our heart. Let's bring our attention to our heart. Let's keep it there and let's breathe in and breathe out deeply 3 times. Completely relaxed. Like you breathe in, like you inhale the aroma of a fragrant flower. Now just listen for a second to the silence in your heart. Put all of your attention into the silence. Take it away from what have been or will be. We just now and here. Now let's raise our attention from our heart to our head, to the area of our brain, and then let's bring it even higher on the top note of our head. Let's take our right hand and with its center, let's massage a little bit our fontanella bone area nicely. And we, after this, raise our hand a little bit higher. Just 5-10 centimeters. Just 3-5 inches. And all our thoughts or images, they're coming on the level of our brain. But above the brain, it starts such a dimension where there is no time and space. Just no worries there, no past, future, whatsoever. Just complete serenity, silence, breathe. We can leave our attention up there, where is our hand above, and hand we put resting on our knees, palms up, for the easy vibration circulation. So there, we just listen to this silence of the present moment. Let's do even like this, that we breathe in and breathe out, not through our nose, but kind of through the top note of our head. We breathe in and breathe out this silence. Slowly, we fill ourselves with this silence. we become the silence. Our body becomes first like transparent, and then only the consciousness is staying. Let's just do it in complete silence for next 5 minutes. Allow yourself completely to relax. Afford it to yourself. Now and here, no worries. Now and here. Don't allow your attention to slip away from that point 3 inches above your head, but do it effortlessly. Keep it all the time there and relax your face. Teeth should not be clenched. Your head is relaxed, neck is relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, hands are relaxed, palms are relaxed. The trunk of the body is relaxed. The feet are relaxed. Even the toes of the feet are relaxed. And all our attention with completeness goes up, back, and we stay for some more time listening to the silence above. All right. Let's now breathe in, and together with breathing out, we slowly open our eyes. All right. Uh, so I hope you have at least a little bit settled in this beautiful state of meditation. Actually, me too. That's why I'm not actually really now very have this mood of talking much. But if we gather here, of course, I want to share some experience of mine. It's already 22 years of experience of having my Kundalini awaken. And if to say it's a life-changing event for me, it's just basically nothing. Because this event, if you really nourish it from the beginning, if you take care about it like of small sprouted seed, it can grow into a big tree. And it opens to everyone the doors to what I myself call seventh sense. So we know that sixth sense is the intuition, but I call vibratory awareness the seventh state. And this is not very far from intuition, but it's something that actually distinguishes a Sahaja yogi. It makes him different from any other person. So it's like a light of a candle that is lit on, and it can lit also other candles at once. So what it gives to us, this vibratory awareness, it's truly the next stage of evolution of human beings. And well, it connects us to the collective awareness, which normally people do not have, or they do not experience even close or nice connection with this vibratory awareness, with this collective unconscious, as Carl Gustav Jung named it.
Olexiy, I'm
yes?
sorry to interrupt. There are a few requests about the volume, about your voice.
Oh,
Could you please increase your voice?
okay,
I'm sorry
okay,
to very
fine.
sorry to interrupt to everyone.
No problem, no problem. I have just to bring my microphone closer.
Okay,
Yeah.
a little bit
Uh,
make louder, more louder, please.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Thank you so much. Sorry.
okay, and as you know, the Kundalini is rising by the central channel and pierces our Brahmarandra, the Sahasrara point, and here we connect to this all-pervading energy. Well, different scientists call it different names. It's lots of modern theories about it. Somebody called it torsion field, somebody called it this or that, somebody used quantum physics terms. But despite whatsoever, in its essence, this is the connection of our own spirit that is called in Sanskrit Atma with universal spirit, all-pervading consciousness that is called Paramatma. And we are the part of this consciousness, part of this whole being. Basically, in this state, when you really establish it, you are connected with it, and you already come to this state in which you are not afraid of death or really many things. You have really much better inner peace. You are becoming in much bigger harmony. What it brought to me well, during the very first half years, and first of all, I noticed huge shifts in my consciousness. Lots of very interesting insights came to me. It was like really big storm of transformation in my own head. The Kundalini really did this unbelievable job inside of me, and also on the physical level. So what happened to me till I was 18 years old, when I got my self-realization, once a year for sure, I managed to catch flu, sometimes twice, and I had the chronic sinusitis, and my eyesight was dropping. I had some small panic attacks inside of me, just without any reason. They were coming, and it was like, I would say, like with the axe, like chop and cut off. So since that time, during my next 22 years, I managed to just to get ill of like seriously with the temperature for some time in the bed, only 2 or 3 times, comparing minimum once a year. And it happened only because I really did something foolish. I overworked, really heavily overworked. And by this, I just lowered my immune system. So I know that I could even avoid this very easily. I know some Sahaja yogis that are not getting ill for like more than 10 years in a row. So it's really achievable. Of course, I don't say we don't need sport and healthy food, no doubt. Everything should be hand in hand. But meditation is something that gives this huge difference in your consciousness and your lifestyle, in how you feel during every day of your life. Well, back in Ukraine, I had one friend of mine who was the army doctor. And of course, he was visiting some seminars, and he found out very interesting to him that time, really insightful paradigm of World Health Organization. And it was saying such a thing that on 50% our health and well-being depends on our lifestyle. By 20%, it depends on our ecology. By next 20%, it depends on our genes, and 8% well, of health problems create medicine itself. And he said, wait a minute. So does it mean that basically all of the problems come from our head, isn't it? So our lifestyle comes from here. The problems that we do to ecology comes also from here. And well, genes are, well, they can be also changing, and they are changing. Even, you know, the astronauts that spent some time in like round Earth's orbit, some longer time, even their genes are changing. What to speak about people who live completely different lifestyle, and they are in very different state that other people are. So, and if we are calm, we are fine or better from point of view of genetics from inside, which I can again repeat, can transform as well. The same as molecules of water are programmable, and it's lots of scientific information about it right now. We are minimum 70% of water ourselves, so we can do it. And well, if you don't need to go to the doctors, you might just cut off this 8% of troubles. So basically his conclusion was, it means that we need only 2 kinds of doctors in this case. If we bring our world in order, ourselves in order, we need only obstetricians and dentists. Nobody else we need. Okay, maybe in our world we are a little bit far still from that. But innerly, we can already bring this peace, this state inside, and be even much more resistant to whatsoever is outside of us. because inside of us we are like in our own castle. But how strong are the walls of your castle? How inspired you are? So this is the questions that meditation is answering. So with this state of vibratory awareness, we receive one more wonderful thing. We receive special type of awareness. What I mean by this, it's a actually natural process of evolution. For example, if you show some nice painting to a horse, let's say, or to a dog, it might not appreciate it the same as some, let's say, developed human being. Or, for example, the same horse just walks through some street and it's some line of dirt, so horse just will go through, doesn't care. But human being might just go around that. The same way, even as human beings, we can develop different type of awareness, and we can feel the things by vibrations. And myself, during these last 22 years, all the most important decisions I was making, as Sahaja Yogi say, by vibrations. What do I mean? You can feel vibrations on the hands. You can feel them on the top knot of your head. Hope you do already. If not, don't worry, it comes. With some practice, some treatment of subtle body. And just you feel the answers to your questions in the just as a sensations of cool or warm, plus the thumb of the left finger is the projection of left Svadhisthana chakra, which is responsible for the pure knowledge. If some information comes to you or some variant to check, you can just ask if it's good to me, or just generally you can feel the vibrations. And if you feel something is blocking this finger, that's or not true, something not true, or it's some kind of not pure information that comes to you. So you can already be yourself a diagnostic tool for many situations, how beneficial they are to you, if it's good direction to go, or how far should you go. So it's, as you understand, it has application to any side of the life. Well, and just one short, I have lots of these episodes. I recently put down all of my Sahaja experiences. Well, the most interesting ones in more than 30 pages memories. And just one short example of that. This example is from my student time. While I was studying first in Kiev, just the last semester I went to Vienna to graduate. But that time, when I was living in Kiev with my brother, my family had some difficulties, some financial difficulties at that moment, and we just had to stay in a dormitory with my brother. And so, because we could not afford, my parents could not afford a good apartment for us at that moment, but at least paid for the tuition. And so in US maybe it works differently. So that time I went to meet some parcel that was sent to me from my hometown that was 600 kilometers away from my parents. And there was some kind of little bit of food and some just money for the next month to live. So I come back to the area of my dormitory. It's a small square, and there are some kind of marquees, and some ladies are selling some biscuits there. So I just stopped by to buy some biscuits for just my friends, myself, and just for the evening tea. And while I was buying, I just noticed some lady is looking at me from toes to head, and she was holding some picture frame in her hand. I said, oh, it's quite strange why she's looking at me like that. And just before this, because of the same issue, family was in some difficulty that time. So I had some older code, which I actually wanted to change for some time ago already. But I understood the situation and I was just not pressing on my parents. So, okay. Yeah, I knew I need, but I just forgot it till the time we would have such possibility. So just it completely was gone from my attention. So, and I'm in this code buying these biscuits, and this lady is asking, young man, do you need a new code? My immediate reaction was, no. And then I carefully ask, okay, but how much? Basically, if you translate this value to from Ukrainian hryvnia to US dollars, it's just $8. $8. New code. Yes, new, nice, beautiful, stylish short woolen English code for $8. Okay, and where is it? Just around the corner. I think any normal person would be too suspicious to accept such a generous offer. But what I did, uh, I just put my attention into Sahasrar, and I just feel, should I just follow that? And I have like really strong, stable current of cool vibrations here. I said, okay, let's go. Otherwise, I would never follow that, because it was too good, too good offer. And indeed, it was really nice, beautiful, short, stylish, as for the young man. would be really looking nice on a young man coat, which actually she was storing for some nephew that had to come from other country for a long time but didn't come, and she was a poor some artist painter, and she just needed some money for the paint. So of course I didn't pay her $8, I paid $10 because I could not you know, pay so little really, and also I couldn't afford at the time more. So, and like this we basically had very nice this business together. And in many situations, so you can just follow vibrations, you can just understand something, you understand intuitively, but some things you need really to check by vibrations if it's good thing or bad thing to you at the moment, because our mind is so limited. We can be clever just tremendously, but we don't know everything. We have to admit that we cannot know everything. It's the limitation of our mind. But wisdom and vibratory awareness, it penetrates everywhere and it knows everything. You can know through it literally everything. It doesn't mean that I take a book in my hand and I can just close book to read what is inside. No, but I can understand what is in the essence. Is it good for me or bad? If I should dive in it or not. So, and if it's not good information for me, I will also maybe block some centers inside of me. We of course should not worry about that, but we should just use our wisdom that our life goes smooth. And yeah, so this is just one small example. And okay, I don't want to talk too much, and I just want to make a small break with the music, if you allow, to make it a bit more diverse. And basically, this song will be about this power of these vibrations, this universal consciousness. And yeah, this song will talk about itself. Question yourself in the mirror of beauty. You've got time to work it out, you know. She's always working on the beauty of the world. She does it all, she does it all, she does it all, don't you know? She does it all, she does it all. She's everything alone. Our Father in heaven will hear your prayers, He will understand what you're asking for. He understands the problems and He understands what you're asking for. You asking for, you asking for. She does it all, she does it all, she does it all, don't you know? She does it all, she does it all. She does everything alone. Sitting in the green grass and watching all the birds fly by, nothing to fear of, nothing to wonder why. We're singing like the birds, we're singing of the beauty of the creation, and the one who does it all, don't you know, that she's behind it all. She does it all, she does it all, she does it all, don't you know? She does it all, she does it all. She does everything alone. She does everything, she does everything, she does everything alone. She does everything, she does everything, she does everything alone. She does it all, she does it all, she does it all, don't you know? She does it all, she does it all. She does everything, she does everything, she does everything alone. Yes, there is some energy in this universe, in this creation, that makes electrons to spin in the atom, the flowers to blossom, and that all of this happens in its own time, in its own place. And this is basically these vibrations, the all-pervading power that does it all. And a couple of words about Shri Mataji and my own experience, about which Shania was speaking in the beginning, this beautiful experience I want to tell you, particularly when I was in ULand, in United States, in beautiful Ozarks mountain area. And when I was the camp counselor, I was asked to lead yoga classes, not because I volunteered, but the management noticed that when children are going to sleep and before they wake up, I go to the forest. So management just called me one day and say, "Hey, what are you doing there?" And as you understand, it was a Young Man Christian Association camp. So I was not really pointing out that I'm doing yoga. I had no idea how they would react on that. But to my great surprise, when I told that I'm meditating there, they were so happy about that. And they asked me, yeah, they told me, "Hey, you know, it was another girl last year from Ukraine, and she was doing meditation, and our children liked it so much. Can you do it?" I've never done it even in my native language, not to speak about English. But I just said, okay. And I've just spent the evening on the internet learning all the lexics. So, and the next day, among other clinics that we had for children, it appeared one more, yoga, and I became yoga director. Did you know that it exists, yoga director? So I also discovered that you can be yoga director. I was the area director for this. by myself to director to myself too. It sounded very funny to me, but I had every morning just standing among all the other camp counselors for around 400 children of the camp, and we had around 40 different clinics that children could do during the morning time. They had two of such every morning, and so I said, okay, I'm doing yoga, did some short introduction, and between 2 and 12 kids usually joined our class. So, and I was doing it for around 2 months. Normally in a dancing class, just, you know, this normal dancing class with these folders, mirrors, and I brought with me a small photo of Shri Mataji. I was putting it up there next to the mirror with some small tea candle. And well, in the beginning, yes, I tried to explain to children during the 45 minutes that about this theory about subtle body a little bit, but after the already second meeting, I understood it's really completely useless. For children, what is important is the experience. Well, actually, the same as to grown-ups, because everything is about experience, about your inner transformation. And I understood, okay, I will not allow them with all of this, really, like, it's nonsense for them to know. They just will listen to it and forget in the next 5 minutes. So I tried to give them the state of meditation, the bliss of meditation. And I was doing it with this song that I'm going now to perform for you. And we can try to meditate now a little bit together. And then I continue my tale. Let's just sit comfortably. Let's keep our attention in Sahasrara, and as we were teaching people during our sessions of Mozart Society, also many of us were Sahaja yogis. So we were teaching people not just listen music with the ears, but with the heart and with vibration. So what we were asking them just to listen to the music like through the top note of the head. And after they got realization, they were accepting this music quite differently in the meditative state. You can go really deeper inside with that. So let's put our attention up and listen to what I will sing, perform through our Brahmarandra, as it's also called, or Sahasrara, or Fontanella. Море в тишине, в этот час ночной, слышен вдалеке голос неземной, еле уловим в сумерках ночи, слышен вдалеке голос тишины. Дальние края, что манят тебя, все во мне одном, ты услышь меня. Все твои мечты, сладкие как сон, ты осуществишь лишь во мне одном. Самый белый снег, самый черный дым, все во мне одном, я непостижим. Самый дивный сад и волшебный свет звезд ночной тиши, я волны и привет. Небом окружен, волнами прикрыт, ветром защищен, нежен и велик. Это только я, море и луна, ветер, тишина, ночь и темнота. Я есть мать всего, я есть твой отец, я всему начало и всему конец. Ты найдешь меня, путь ко мне простой, загляни в себя, там увидишь все. Я в тебе самом, я внутри тебя, в самом центре сердца, там сияю я. В море, в тишине, в сумерках ночи говорила мне о своей любви. Омывал меня нежных волн прибой, и явился ты, Господь Всеблагой. Дальние края, что манят тебя, все во мне одном. Ты услышь меня, все твои мечты, сладкие, как сон, ты осуществишь лишь во мне одном, лишь во мне одном, лишь во мне одном.
Alexei, it's beautiful. I couldn't stop myself. It's beautiful, beautiful. Very
Thank you.
nice. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
So, what happened at one of those classes? I usually get the children very shortly that I told we just have not only this physical body but also subtle body, and I had even picture of aura just to show to them it's really existing, and some researches I had with myself. But then we straight away went to meditation. I have used this song that is called "See in Silence," and the song, as you might have felt, it really nicely opens to you this principle of the vastness of the spirit, of the peace, of just boundless, profound bliss of the spirit. So you don't need even to understand the detailed lyrics to just just have the state entrade inside of you. And then after I finished the song, which was basically the preparation for meditation, we just meditated for some time. But during one meditation, all of us, we got into such a profound, deep bliss that it was really, really, we didn't want just to get out from this state. We all, with children, we all got into this state collectively. And when children were opening their eyes, they were just saying like, wow. And I was also in this wow state. And then just, it was really unbelievable bliss. So it could not be compared to any kind of really bliss or pleasure that you can achieve normal way, especially with some substances even. But then one little girl just comes to me and said, sir, do you know that this lady that is on the picture, during meditation, she was standing behind of you? I said, I know. Because nothing else could really explain this state in which we got. So, and I knew from before similar stories like that about Srimataji, that she was, let's say, in many places at the same time. Like, it was really many such miracles happening around when, for example, one boy just got, he was riding on the motorcycle, and he just got kind of should have been smashed between two trucks on the road. But so he, of course, he fell on the motorcycle, but suddenly, like somehow he didn't get onto the wheels of these trucks. And suddenly some car appears, some lady comes out, which later he recognized it was Srimataji. And she just like took care of him fast, and he was completely fine, no scratches even. And then, but then everybody said, but you know, Srimataji was not there at the time. She was in just like, she was in that country, but she was many kilometers away from that place, 100 with us together. Then it was a new story about some attorney that actually, yeah, won the case, like very interesting way. And one more really incredible story was also from Russia, when it was some business person, Sahaja yogi, who basically crossed some interests with local mafia, and it was sent two people to just get rid of him to his flat. And when they came to his flat, they rang the bell, and some very nice, very sweet lady opened the door. She let them in. She gave them tea. They spoke nicely, and they were completely melted just with her. And they, quite bewildered, were going down the stairs, and he was going up. And they said, you know, if not your mother, you wouldn't be alive right now. And I said, which mother? My mother died several years ago. What are you speaking about? Let's come back. And they come back. There is no such lady. But they point on the picture. She was here. So, such kind of things going on. And more and more can be told about that. And so I really understood at that moment what happened also there. And one more, well, a little bit more earthly thing happened also. Because in September of 2000, I just heard, just by the way, from Sahaja yogis that Srimataji told that by September of 2001, Sahaja yogis should get rid of US dollars. Okay. And you know, I have left New York Penn Station by Amtrak to Chicago to take my plane 9th of September 2001, and I landed in Kiev 11th of September. And all what happened, it happened just in front of my eyes when I just entered the apartment. I was supposed to stay several next days, and I was really in shock. I just saw these buildings just 2 days ago with my own eyes, and I see one building goes down, another building goes down, and like really it was, you know, I know how it was for all of us. And so, and I had also US dollars with me. So I was in the economic studies, so we just immediately understood why Shri Mataji was speaking about that. And of course, it was really weird to think about this thing at that moment. But I was not so wealthy student, so I had to just to go and change these dollars, unfortunately, to the local currency, because in 2 hours after that, all of these kiosks were closed for 2 weeks, and you know what happened to dollar at the time. So really, I understood that Shri Mataji is part of all of this power that does it all, and really takes care about us, our basically existence, and doing it in so many different sweet ways. And when we are really connected to this power and we have this strong connection, then we are in harmony with everything, and we can just be together with this flow that Lao Tzu called Tao, and we can be in harmony with ourselves, with everything, and with everybody, or more with everybody. Of course, you cannot be in harmony completely with everybody, but how you will feel in all the situation, it just depends just solely on your own state. So this really brings the level of the quality of our life completely on the different level, and understanding about things, about people, about surrounding also on completely different level. That's why I'm saying that this vibratory awareness is so important for us. So let's just become the good like vessel to carry this state inside of us and irradiate it to others, our inner well-being. And for the end, I want to sing this song that will help us a little bit better to establish a meditative state for the end, and that we can carry on with in this state. It's called Kundalini Sacred Mother, about the energy that helps us to be there. So let's just prepare for our small final meditation. Just bring your attention inside, put it up, and let's all together meditate. I will be singing. Actually, I try to meditate when I'm doing my work, even when I'm driving. It helps me not to get so tired. And it's not difficult to learn this, but it will benefit greatly your life. Can you feel the cooling blow? How it blows and it blows. There's a silence in my heart. It grows and it grows. See the light shines within. A beam of love so pure. You may say it's all a dream, but we can show it's true. Yes, we can show it's true. Kundalini, Sacred Mother, Holy Spirit, you right down. Kundalini, Sacred Mother, make us rise on your wings of love. She guides us every day as fortune comes our way. All we have to do is listen to the flow of our within. So arise now and join us. Do not wander anymore in the maze of illusions. The sounds of man may know, the sounds of man may know. Kundalini, Sacred Mother, earth and sea. The wind of inspiration is blessing you and me. Our mother is the compass she carries everywhere. The water of the spirit that we can grow aware, that we can grow aware. Kundalini, Sacred Mother, Holy Spirit, you I die. Kundalini, Sacred Mother, make us rise on the wings of love. And the last miracle out of so many that happened in my life is this one that we heard right now. After 2 years after I got my realization, I started to sing. I tried before. I had my education guitar class, but I couldn't sing. Just didn't go. But when I came back from US, by the way, which is the Shrudi of the world. So as we have chakras, our planet Earth has chakras, has different aspects, and looks like the time has come. My Svadhisthana opened, my Vishuddhi opened enough, strengthened by the American continent, and so I just got this ability, which I'm with you now gladly share. So I think this is all for today or for tonight, and thank you for being with me, for having me with you, and I wish you all the best in your spiritual growth, development, and just don't ever give up in life. The life can be difficult, tricky. You can have lots of disturbances, lots of temptations around you, but you know, it's worth not to pay attention. Just go on this path of self-development, of enlightenment, and it's a whole new life out there, whole new life for you, and this experience that you can bring later just with your own being to this world. All the best.
Thank you so much, Olexiy. It was really so beautiful, really beautiful, and so soothing. I really want to tell each of your words in the song with your voice. It was really so touching to our heart. I really can't tell because each song when you were singing, I want to tell my Kundalini was all the time shooting in my sasrara. My hands are so it's like very very cold, but of course it's a vibration and it's so peaceful. It was very peaceful, Olexiy. I really want to say thank you so much that you joined with your
Thank you for calling me.
with your love, with your attention, with your time. I know it's a work time for you. And I have
No,
one
it's my normal time for morning meditation. You probably saw that it was dawning through my window, and
actually, I know
the birds were starting chirping, and it was also a very nice experience for me.
yeah, exactly. I was actually sometimes my my attention was going when we opened our eyes, so it was a little dark, and then we start to see slowly blue sky. It was very nice, yeah. So before my question, actually, I feel maybe some of our friends, they have some questions for you before we say goodbye to each other. I will hand it over to them. If
Okay.
anyone would like to say anything, or if you have any question, um, please do it. Now your turn. Olexiy is still with us. Does anyone have any question? Okay, but I see so many thank you to you, Olexiy, in the chat group. And if you didn't see, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful music and insightful tales. And then many, they are many thank you. It's in the chat group. And then I have seen one more. Thanks for very energetic performance and good night. Thank you for sharing your music and thoughts. Beautiful voice and very soothing. Okay, yeah, so many thanks for
Thanks to
everyone.
all of you.
Hello.
And
Thank you so much, Alexei. This is really amazing. The experiences that you shared about Shimataji and about also for everyone to reach that depth. It was so touching. I can't express that. Your voice, your way of telling is so genuine and really touching the heart. So yeah, when you visit, please come to America. Please stay with us, visit us, and we can do a lot of programs for people, give realization. But
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
everything was beautiful, very
I,
touching.
I used to perform before with Ekaterina Lavrentieva, who is now Ekaterina Noel. She lives now
Uh-huh.
in Montreal, in Canada.
Okay, wow. And also, I had
He's
one
nearer
friend,
to you.
Sahajogi friend Mayo. I don't know if you know him. He's also Magic Flute. He was part of Magic Flute. He's
Ah,
from Czech Republic. Mayo, his name was. And he's now in Australia. Yeah.
well, I think when I came to Czech Republic, he was not already here.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, he was here that time, I think. Yeah.
Several
So yeah.
persons very close to me, they took part in this project, but
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful experiences. It's like a treasure for all of us to hear all these beautiful stories.
It's greatest pleasure for me to share it.
Yeah.
If I would just keep it to myself, it's just like
Yeah.
inhale, but not to breathe out, later.
Yeah.
It's impossible to keep it inside.
Yeah.
great.
Thank you for
Okay.
joining us. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me once again. Have a nice evening.
So, Olexiy, if you have a few more minutes, I have a question
Okay. Okay.
from everyone. So what I would like to ask you, could you please say, if with a few words, how did you achieve your vibratory awareness? What is your suggestion, with your humble suggestion to everyone that everyone can come the same state with that vibratory awareness?
Uh,
And what made you to go in that state?
well, of course, first and foremost, it's your inner meditation, and to achieve better state of meditation, we need to do treatments, of course, but not really fanatically, just from morning till evening. It's no need for that. But we should just take care of our subtle body the same as we do with our physical body. You know, we brush our teeth twice a day, isn't it? At least, I hope. So the same we should do with our subtle body, because it really requires it. And we are here and there during the day, and like sponges, we get a different, maybe also not the best type of vibrations. So, but we need just to get rid of it and to clear out ourselves. But I do not brag at all that I have some kind of really outstanding supernatural to Sahaja yogis, comparing to other Sahaja yogis, vibrational awareness. Really wonderful vibrational awareness I saw, for example, with doctors of Vashi Health Center. They're really amazing in the sense they have so deep and so like tuned this vibratory awareness when they work on people in this health and research Sahaj Center. that they literally see you through with that, and they can really effectively work with your problems because they basically work. We don't have this kind of occupation, so we are in our worldly affairs all the day, our attention not all the time in the spirit. So this is another thing that we should not lose it far. Our attention, it should not go too far away from the spirit. So we should cultivate it inside of us, that we do not keep our attention on really gross things all the time. Yes, we live inside of them. We live among of them. But Shrimataji, she described this on the analogy of lotus. Lotus usually lives in quite a filthy pond in nature. And lots of worms are there, in this swamp. Lots of creatures around it swimming and even setting on the petals of the lotus. But despite lotus has its roots inside of this mud, it goes on the surface and opens there on the surface and spreads such kind of field of lotuses. It spreads aroma kilometers around, miles around. And it's many analogies were made in spirituality with the lotus. And this is the main thing, I think, for me, that we should be always this lotus, from which even, the petals of lotus, they have this hydrophobic capacity. If some drop, clean or dirty, it just drops on it, it just slides down and leaves no mark on the leaf. So the same way, when our attention is pure, the mud doesn't stick to us. When our attentions are pure, it doesn't stick to us. When we do not react negatively on something, like, I don't know, somebody stepped on your foot, you don't have inside of you even kind of any bad feeling about it, what to speak about aggression. Okay, just person stepped on, like, so what? No problem at all, just clean maybe shoe a little bit. It's not a big deal. And even if somebody does it on purpose, it doesn't matter. I had one more beautiful, actually, memory from the camp, which I actually didn't write down. And thank you for inspiring me for that. I have to put it really in my memories. There were some English boys in the camp, also camp counselors like myself, and for just 3 days we were living in the same cottage. And they saw and kind of quite serene, and maybe according to their standards was too sincere to everybody. And they felt it's might be something wrong with that man, he's just maybe, just acting. And one of them really tried to pinch me all the time, to really behave nasty towards me all the time. Like, no, not all the time. I mean, it was happening maybe during 2 or 3 days, but I was like a rock. I continued to communicate with him as with anybody else in a normal way. My position towards him didn't change at all. So, poor thing, after 3 days, he started to feel such a feeling of guilt that he was behaving like that. Then, after that, we became friends till the end of the camp. So, we should not react, change ourselves. Like in Matrix, you cannot bend the spoon, yeah? You have to bend yourself. So, what is inside of you? Do not try to change situation. Just what are you inside? How reacting you are to things happening around you. I don't say you have to be cold-blooded and not caring about whatsoever, but you should be in the state of witness, of just state of pure joy. It's just a drama going on around, it's just a theater, like Shakespeare said about this world. And later, not later, before that, Vedas actually was speaking about the same. I don't know from where he got this concept, but it was spoken 1,000 years before him. So he just brought it to our Western society. So we just need to bathe in this, not in these fields, but in just fresh air. This is our choice. And to be able to do it, if our centers are all right, like we should do right, we will not react negatively on the things. So we are serene, we are calm, we are in balance. Our balance is in the sushumna, This is central channel, energetic central channel, not in the left side where we're lethargic, depressive, or on the right side where we're aggressive, but we're in the middle. And of course, if you also give this gift of self-realizations to others, that also helps greatly. If the I was, I don't know, several thousand people got realizations through my direct contact, or maybe when I was conducting some Sahaja yoga schools in different countries. And every time it's such a tremendous flow of these vibrations going through you. Even was several times when I just had a small like running nose or something in the winter. You know, it's cold winters in Ukraine. And but yogi say, okay, let's go with us. We do some kind of Sahaja yoga school in other city, but like, how can I go? I'm not really like presentable for people. And you know, but then I just check vibrations. Should I go in this my state? Yes, go. And you know, I go there. I just conduct this lesson. I perform some music. I get into this really, really deep blissful state. I come back completely healthy, no rhinos, nothing. So just, it's a miracle. It's a miracle that works every time. Every time I feel some kind of, I don't know, maybe some people around or some atmosphere around. I don't know what's happening. It can happen. Like I feel like some heart is like aching a little bit. So I just put my hand. I read mantra. It just releases me. So it doesn't work with every organ yet. I have to say frankly, but it works. It works. So this vibratory mechanism, they are really so tremendous, so profound. They are the core of this matter, basically. Well, and if you are connected with that, then you get all of these huge privileges just to have this capacity to do this and to be in this state. So just enjoy. Yeah, just enjoy. Do not take everything so serious, but be responsible. Understand what you are. You are not just this body, mind. You are the spirit. Spirit that was, is, and will be, despite this body exists or not. So this is the biggest truth about ourselves. So just this vibratory awareness. Well, sorry, I just go a little bit dive into the science for just 1 second. You see this formula, mass is equal to energy multiplied by speed of light in square. What it means, if to speak about it in really, really simple words, mass is equal some big pool of energy, yeah, squeezed in c squared times. So we have pool of energy, we squeeze it and receive some piece of matter. And our scientists, they have proved it that when they exploded atomic bomb, that they did opposite process. Some small piece of matter, they unpacked in big lake of energy. So this is the relation between energy and matter. And there are different levels of this energy. And these vibrations that we feel, that is really the subtlest of the subtlest. And this Shrimataji gave this gift to us that we can really be in connection with that, because it was predicted by many saints, in fact, that it will happen. And so it happened. So just take your chance and jump in this evolutionary boat. So I don't know if I answered all of this question, but it's difficult to answer this question, in fact. So it just requires some experience, some practice. So
yeah, it's beautiful, Olexiy. You explained so well, and I really can tell your surrender state and also your faith and your dedication. I think another thing is these are the another words I can tell: surrender, faith, and dedication. With your in your meditation, you achieve your vibratory awareness, and is and also this all everything what you explained to us with your experience, and it brought you in this state. And it's such a beautiful example for all of us how you started and what you achieved and where you are right now. And it's wonderful to hear, and it's a really pleasure to hear all those experience, all these beautiful examples. And it's not, of course, as I would like to say, everyone is not that this is not just a scholar or just theory, but it's a really real experience. It's that of course it comes through the
I know it's
meditation.
not only mine. Many of Sahaja yogis can tell their own really incredible experiences and share this wonderful state in which they are.
Yes. That's true. But today is your day, and it's a great pleasure to hear your experience and your knowledge and your journey, such journey. And thanks again. Thank you so much from bottom of your heart that you joined and you give the time. You give a really good time to us, and it's a great pleasure to have you. And yeah, but I can tell if everyone wants to say anything before we say goodbye to each other.
Hi, Shania. Hi, Alexei. This
Hi.
is Shalja here. Shania and Alexei, I wanted to just say one thing that if possible, please visit us soon again, even if it's virtually. It was a great session. And from all the stories that you've shared, I think you're a born yogi, Alexei. Um, the deep meditation that we felt today. I had goosebumps throughout, and I have heater running in my house, so I know that it wasn't the cold. Beautiful experience. Please do come visit us again.
Thank you so much.
Very nice, very nice.
Come
Definitely.
sometime to Czech Republic too.
So, Alexi, this means like soon Shailaja is requesting, of course, physically, definitely, you always welcome to visit us, but also we would love to have you in our meeting. Shailaja is requesting, is coming into our meeting. So I think this will
Thank
be
you.
the my task, isn't it, Shailaja?
Yeah, that's so true, Shana. Yeah, please visit us soon.
I will do
Thank you.
definitely whenever Olexiy is available. I will definitely request. I believe he will come whenever he has a free time, right, Olexiy?
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Okay,
both of you.
very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, and anyone else would like to say anything or ask any question? I know it's 10:50 p.m. right now, Olexiy, in here, but we
Yeah,
have
yeah. It's okay. It's okay that we do not speak too
yeah,
much. That we just do not splash around this state that we have. Just let's keep it inside deeply for as long as we can and carry on with it. Just this is the main message. This is the most important thing.
wonderful, very nice. Okay, okay, Alexi. Have a wonderful day to you, and please
Have
give
a
our
wonderful
love
evening.
and regards to your family. And thank you so much again. Thanks a
Thank you
lot.
again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, have a good night, everyone, and thank you so much that you joined to meeting today. I know it's almost 11 o'clock, but thanks a lot for your time and for your patience. And please remember, tomorrow there is a collective minute meditation. But I will see you all next Tuesday. Good night and lots of love from us.